Hi and welcome to this week's update. It's a week today and it's Christmas Day. I don't know where this year's gone. I'm actually going to be over the next few days filming the Christmas video for you, and it will go up on Christmas Day. I'm going to schedule it to go up on Christmas Day. I'm sure none of you will be watching it, or it'll be a quick 5-minute piece and quiet that you'll probably be catching up with, but it will be going out on Christmas Day for you. It has been such a crazy week here, as I'm sure it has been for all of you, because what happens at Christmas? Everybody's just running around and busy, and I've definitely had panic buying, I think, coming through myself, because you can sort of feel it when people are writing you messages. So but I've been doing my fair share of panic buying myself, so I get that feeling. So probably the last of the postings will go out, so I'm going to try and get, well, there's one going out tomorrow, and I'm hoping that it will be finished. And I think Wednesday for us in the UK is our last second class posting. So off for a couple of days now, and I'm not going to be making anything. I am going to be having a couple of days off and going over to my dad's and putting some Christmas lights up over there, and that's about it for me really this week. I'm going to be pretty much chilling out. I hope everybody else is starting to chill out. I know for a lot of businesses this is like your busiest time of the year and the best time of the year. So I appreciate there will be such a lot of people out there that will just be pulling their hair out at this point with a week to Christmas. So what have I been up to other than that this week? I was finishing Christmas shopping, finishing projects that I had to make. It was just really just sitting in here really and just finishing the odd couple of bits, and editing videos. I've got enough videos. I think it takes me into the second week of January now. So over the next 2 days I will be editing. I always edit in the evening now. I don't really see that as work because I can sit and watch the telly at the same time. So I shall be doing that and making sure that everything's up and ready nice and early, and just getting ready for that festive season. Had a bit of chance to watch YouTube this week, and well, there's always new stuff coming up, and Resin seems to be very popular because there's quite a bit of new Resin stuff coming up. But the two that sort of stand out to me this week is Paul from Sccforum. I've actually spoke about him before in the update. I think he just got his pressure pot when I'd started talking about it, and it's usually sort of 5 to 10 minute videos he does, but I try to watch them as soon as possible, his videos, because he does stuff that you just don't think about. And I'm going to link in, there was one video this week, because if you like the resin casting you're going to like what Paul does, because it's pretty much all resin casting and making stuff. He makes like key rings, he makes some different pen blanks styles from what I'm doing, and this week's ones were really good and I'm definitely going to be trying them. He cast corrugated cardboard inside pen blanks, and he did a little test putting one through the pressure pot and one not. Not going to spoil any more of that, but the results were just amazing. So I'm going to link that in now. Really good, definitely watch him. Like I say, he's great because it's just a quick 5-minute one. It's not droll on like I do. He's just straight to the point of what he's doing and shows you the finished results. So definitely giving him a shout out this week. I can't understand why he hasn't got more subscribers, because he experiments with quite a lot of stuff and it really sort of opens your mind up to thinking about different projects. He certainly gives me a lot of ideas when I watch him. So yeah, so I'll tag him in at the bottom. And the other one is a new maker, but he's not a new person to me. If you followed me from the beginning, you might remember that I had an X-carve right back, oh, it would have been early in the year, it definitely was, before I converted the shed and took all the benches and everything out. I had an X-Carve and I used to have that in there, and I did a couple of early projects on it, and I loved the X-Carve. It really is a great machine. Really love the CNC stuff. But it was too big. It was a metre square and it went way over the sizes that I could have. And at one point I did think about taking it into this room, because this room's obviously been planned for quite a long time. Taking it into the room and making some sort of box that would contain all the dust and would have extraction on it and use it then. But I decided not to. It really didn't, it was more of a toy for me. It didn't enhance the business side of what I do, and I decided that I would just get rid of it. I definitely do plan on having a smaller one in the future, but I don't really have the time to work with it now. I love the build of it because I love building stuff like that. Just like with the 3D printer when I built that, I love building. That really interests me. So that's taking it onto this. So this maker, anyway, God, I do rattle on. How I had connections with him before is, if you're into CNC work, you will probably know, obviously, the Vectric software, VCarve or VCarve Desktop or Aspire. And they're connected with this chappie. He does, his business is Design and Make, and they do the 3D art and plaques, and it's all 3D art ready to go into the Vectric software, ready for cutting on your CNC. But he does all the designing on it, and I still follow Design and Make. Always some great projects there, even if you're just interested in the CNC stuff, to see what's out there. He's really good, and I shall put the Design and Make YouTube channel in the bottom as well for you to have a look at and see what's out there, because it really does open a world up. And he has just, his name's Todd, and he has just started his own channel, which I was really excited to see. And his first post was making the shop sign, and it's a great sign. And he's just put a second project up, which was using the CNC to design and cut a ring. Well worth the watching. I know not all of you have got CNCs out there, and some people get a little bit disgruntled at me talking about the CNC stuff because it's not something everybody can afford. But I think in the day and age that we live in now, it's becoming more of a hobby thing as well, and it certainly is something I watch. So yeah, I'll take the brunt of you maybe not liking the fact that I talk about CNC stuff, but really it is great to watch. So I'll put it's TB Maker, and I shall put that in the bottom as well. And those are the couple that I've been watching this week. Todd is a particularly nice bloke, and I've been incredibly supportive to me in my very early days of doing the YouTube channel. I mean, I think he sponsored 2 projects, and I made 2 boxes from it. The rose box, which was they were on like 3 stems, and the other one was I did a thistle box, and it was like a memory box that somebody asked me to make, and Todd gave me the design to make that box, which was really very generous of him, and allowed me to sell it on after, which was also very generous. So yeah, I mean, they're early videos. I might actually link one of the boxes in at the end just for you to have a look at. The stuff that I did right back at the beginning. I actually get more of a buzz out of using the hand router for the sign making. I don't know, I just do get a bit more of a buzz from doing that, and that's the other reason I haven't replaced the CNC, because yes, it does it absolutely perfectly, and yeah, I can do 3D shapes, which I certainly can't do now, but I like the buzz of actually making a project, much like the bike project that I did this week. I really enjoy doing that type of thing. So that's what I've been watching this week. I'm going to be, and I'll probably give you the link for that when it comes up. I'm going to be doing another video for another video channel, which will just be a little bit more information, behind the scenes stuff probably, because it's not really stuff that I particularly talk about. So that will be coming up soon, and I'll put a link in for that. I shall just be recording that just now. So that's me for today. Like I say, we've got the Christmas one coming up. I've got 2 projects again in this coming week coming up. It's a very different one, the first one that I'm doing, so which will come out on Wednesday. It's something brand new that I've been testing, and yeah, hope you enjoy that. And then obviously there'll be one coming out on Saturday, and that is also a special one because that's a challenge I'm involved in, but you'll find out more about that on Saturday. So anyway, until then, I hope you all have a safe and happy week leading up to Christmas, and stay safe in your workshop. Enjoy the time off if you're on holidays or that just now. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. I shall see you next week.